My name is Nathaniel Fulford. I started in business in 1986, first with the construction business. Over time, I got into the acquisition, the construction, and the management of real estate. And I've developed a good real estate portfolio from that, to such an extent that over time it developed excess liquidity. In other words, I had more money than I was spending. But I'm older now. I'm 60 years old. And over the last, since 2006, so let's say it, over the last 13 years, I have moved in a different direction. I moved in a direction whereby what I owned in life would produce the majority of my income. My income stream would come from what I owned rather than what I did for a living. The gig that I was doing, i.e. the property development and management, was tough. It made me a lot of money, but at the same token, it was a 24/7 job. It was something that you had to pay attention to, and if you didn't, you can run into a lot of problems. That being said, I would say around 2006, like I said earlier, was a turning point whereby I started to push in another direction, where I took what I had made over my lifetime and started making money with that. i.e., I started to look at real estate from the perspective of how do I get myself involved in something that I thoroughly understand, i.e. real estate, and develop an income stream which didn't require as much effort on my part. So what I decided to do is why don't I go ahead and start taking this excess liquidity that I have earned over my lifetime and see if I can't lend it out in real estate. So I became what is known as a bridge lender. A bridge lender is a short-term lender. In other words, it's designed to get someone from one point to another point, usually permanent financing or the sale of that property. I learned that in order to lend out money safely, you had to lend it out in such a way that you had good equity positions in the property, whereby you knew that there was enough equity in the property where you could not only be guaranteed your principal rate of return, but you could also be guaranteed the interest that was commanded or demanded in the note. So I started lending out at loan-to-value ratios of 50%, which turned out to be a real winning strategy for me, because over time I was able to garner returns. Now I make a little over 15%, and I make it in a secure way. Push came to shove, I could collect not only the principal that I lent out, but I could also collect the interest as well. That the income stream, the property valuation, would allow me to do both. They'll do everything that they have to do in order to make sure you get paid. Because if they don't, their position or their equity or their value or their net worth in life will diminish considerably. So that being said, I think that this type of strategy whereby you leverage the property in such a way that you're not only guaranteed your principal, but you're guaranteed your interest is probably the best investments that are on the market today. I think the best way to discover whether or not this is an investment strategy for you is to give us a call and to let us show you how we do this. Let us actually show you the deeds of trust, the promissory notes, the assignment of rents, how we securitize a principal amount in such a way that we know that we can collect it. It's the type of economy that you can develop based on what you've done over your lifetime. It allows you to take the accumulation of your net worth over time and put it to use. Your income will be far greater than sitting it or parked in a bank or parked in the stock market, whereby speculation is all over the place, as well as the bank, where rates of returns are really non-existent, And I think that you will find that the Fulford investment strategy is one that'll probably meet your expectations and more. I thank you for listening to this. If you have any questions, you can always contact me directly. I would love to speak with you. Thank you.